Hey, what's going on, guys? It's CJ, and I'm here today to talk to you about the three goals that you should keep in mind whenever you send out messages to your email list. Now, I'm assuming you already have an email list. I'm assuming you know what an email list is, and you're probably sending out messages right now, and you're not getting the click-throughs you want. You're not getting the response you want. You're not making any sales. But before we get into any of that, it's important to know, and hopefully you're already doing this, which is you need to be providing value in every single message you send. Every single message. Now, if you're not doing that and all you're doing is the sell, 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 you will never sell anything. In fact, people are off put by that. They're really turned off by that. They will ignore you or they'll unsubscribe. Even if they don't unsubscribe, they'll never open your emails, which is not the desired result, obviously. So if you're sell, sell, sell in all your messages, you're screwed. They will never open your emails. They'll say, they'll see your email, they'll say, "Ooh, another email from that guy, must be another sales pitch." Now, you can in fact sell in every message you send, but it has to have a ton of value on the front end. Now, not a lot of people are too good at selling in every message. Not a lot of people are good at doing that. But if you choose to do that, if you think you're that good, maybe you are that good, you have to lead with a ton of value. The value is the sugar before the medicine. The sale is the actual medicine. So you want to sugarcoat that thing as much as you can, leading with something of value to your subscriber that they can maybe use today, or that they can come away with smarter than they were before they read your email. So if you're not doing that, then you just defeat the whole purpose of email marketing. You need to start over, start from scratch, and actually start providing value first in every single message you send, and that's extremely important. Every single message. So with that, we'll jump in. The first goal is to get them to open your email. You have to think about it like this. If that subscriber is on your list, then chances are they might be on 3, 4, 5, maybe even 10 other marketers' list. And every day they're being bombarded by the same message, either a sales pitch or people saying the same exact thing. Because to tell you the truth, we're all in the same industry, which is internet marketing. If people are saying the same thing, they kind of get blind to all of it. They ignore all of it. So you have to figure out how to stand out from the get-go, and how you do that is you write an awesome subject line. Because most people, like I said, they're saying the same thing. They're not providing value from the start. You want to provide value from the get-go. You want to make them compelled to actually click on your click that subject line, whatever it is that you write. It has to be interesting. It has to capture their attention right away. That's basically your foot in door. If you were a door-to-door salesman, you stick your foot in that door. That's how you get your foot in, is with that subject line. So if your subject line is boring or it's too hypey, you will never ever get eyes on your email. They'll ignore you like they do everybody else. That's the first step, subject line. Once you have their interest, they have to read your email. Goal 2. Now, it sounds obvious, but if you're just a boring, person, nobody's going to want to read what you have to say. And there's actually a very important principle here. You might think you're providing value when you're telling somebody how to do something step by step by step. You're being real technical. People snore on that thing. They sleep on that. So you have to really figure out a way how to make your message really special and laser targeted to that person. And how I do it is I tell a story and I'll weave it into a lesson that I want to teach, or maybe I'll give tips out, and people always appreciate that. And in fact, if you're having problems, giving out how-to tips is probably the best thing to lean on. It's one of the most effective formats, and you'll actually get a clear message through. People won't be offended by that if you ask for the sale at the end of that. So if you're new and you're thinking about, what do I say to these people on my list, how-to information is what you should be doing. That could be very effective for you. Lean on that, and you can't go wrong. So, like I said, once they open your email from that subject line in goal 1, you have to get them to want to read the next line. That line has to make them want to read the next line. That line has to make them want to read the next line, so on and so forth. This goes all the way down until they get to the end of your email. Be interesting, be yourself, and it's magical. They'll start reading your emails. Go figure. Now, once they read your email, step 3, and it's a very important step, and coincidentally, it's a step that a lot of internet marketers overlook, and it's to get them to click something in your email. Now, there's several ways to do this, but again, you have to either provide the raw link in there or an anchor text link that takes them to maybe your blog, maybe it takes them to see your offer, or it takes them somewhere. You actually have to condition your list to click something in your email, because if they're not clicking anything, you're really not making any money. Or even if you put the link in your email but it's not clickable, nobody wants to highlight that link, put it in the address box, then push enter or whatever, and then do their search like that. Don't do that. Make your link clickable, condition the people who are reading your messages to click that link, and it'll be a happy day. You'll make much more sales, or you'll get much more traffic to your website, or whatever your goal is with that clickable link, you'll accomplish that. Now, how do you do that is a format that is useful if you're a beginner is to put the clickable link in the beginning, the middle, and the end of your message, because that makes, first of all, you have it in there 3 times, and the more they see it, the better chances you have of having them click that link. I use anchor text links. I don't really like putting the raw link in there. That's not my style. Some people do that. They get great click-throughs. That's just not me. In my experience, it hasn't worked well for me. So let's go over them again. You have to get them to open your email. You do that with a compelling subject line. Get them to read your email. You do that with either telling a story, giving how-to tips, or some kind of interesting way to make them want to read that email. And step 3 is to get them to click a link in your email, which is often overlooked. Do not underestimate that. Always have something to click in your email. And that's basically it, guys. Now, a real slam dunk tip, because there's really no particular format to use that works all the time, or formula to use that works all the time. What you can do to study, how to do these things that I'm telling you, is you're probably on somebody's email list right now. Go and read those emails. Think about, when you're reading those emails, think about what subject lines made you want to click on them. Think about how they formatted their body of their email and why you wanted to read it, and think about how they made their links, how they made you want to click on their links in the body of the email. And if you do that, you'll master this quickly, because like I said, there's no actual formula. People do this 10, 20 different ways and they still get the same result. And not my result might not, or my way might not have you yield the same results, which is why you should study people who are better than you at doing this, and you'll by association get good at doing it yourself. So with that, guys, if you want more tips on this, I really go in depth in training on email list building, or getting people onto your email list, or what to say when they're on it. I really go in depth in some training. So if you want that training, click the link below, newmarketsecrets.com, put in your email address, and we'll talk more. I'll send you more tips and we'll build your business. And with that, I'll see you on the other side, guys.